Welcome back. Today we're going to be conquering Black Bear Pass yet again. I think this is like the 4th time I've ran it. This will be the largest vehicle I've driven Black Bear Pass in. I've done the Bronco 4 or 5 times now. My wife drove it actually. So Black Bear Pass, this is kind of one of the infamous trails here in Colorado. It's got a reputation for being super sketchy, lots and lots and lots of rollovers. It's just a very dangerous, super steep switchback pass here in Colorado. It's a relatively short one. It takes about 20 minutes to get from the start, which is where we're at, to the summit, and then another, depending on how many 3-point turns you got to do to come down the switchbacks, another hour and a half to get back into Telluride. I'm not too concerned about it, except for the fact that this is a really large truck. We're going to be taking my 2024 Ford Raptor R up and down Black Bear Pass. I haven't seen too many people take Raptors up and down this. I'm sort of excited to, get in a little bit out of my comfort zone because it's a big truck going down a very narrow shelf road pass. We got Rick here with us again.
Let's go. I'm ready.
So yesterday we did a couple level 2s, a level 5. Today we're bumping up to a level 6. I'm anxious to see what these guys have to say about it because it's pretty gnarly. So we're gonna air down the truck and we're gonna start making our way up the mountain. So Black Bear Pass got its name because this was a mining road that went up to Black Bear Mine, and then it was sort of like closed down for a bit, and then one of the Colorado Jeep clubs came in and sort of opened it back up back in, it's been a long time obviously, but they're the ones that sort of made it more of a recreational thing way back in the day, and now it's become sort of like the infamous pass here outside of Telluride because it's just, one, it's really beautiful, but it's also very sketch. From the start of the trail up to the summit is relatively easy. It'll take us probably like 20 minutes. And then once we reach the summit coming down, that's when the tides change a bit.
This is your first time doing it with the Raptor?
First time doing it with the Raptor, first time driving it in a truck. This is a full-size, big, wide-body truck. And some of these shelf roads will literally be edge to tire to tire. I mean, it's gonna be like airtight, baby, sitting in the seat.
Dang.
Yeah. We'll be all right.
We'll be all right.
We are at the crest of Black Bear Pass. It took us maybe 15, 20 minutes. I feel like we were able to move really fast with the Raptor. Definitely be responsible driving up this. Stay within reason on speed. Anyway, no, but seriously though, from the start of this to this point, you literally could do this in 2-wheel drive, and a RAV4 probably could make it all the way up. Actually, it will make it all the way to this point. However, going down this part, there's actually a sign over there that says short wheelbase, high clearance 4x4 required, or absolutely 100% recommended. So from this point forward, that's when things take a turn for the worse. So Black Bear Pass is sort of cited as one of Colorado's most dangerous trails, like we've talked about before. Right now we're sitting at 12,840 feet. Lots of landscape up here, grand, vast views. Going that direction, it's narrow shelf roads, and it's tight. So, but yeah, good run up. I think Rick was a little puckered up in a couple moments.
Only a couple times.
What
What about on the way down, Rick? You ready for it?
I'm with you guys. I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
Yeah, he'll be fine. I mean, look at this guy. He's a freaking animal. He's gonna flex the fear away.
Mr. Swoleflex.
Yeah, Mr. Swoleflex himself. It's definitely a really cool experience in the Raptor. The Raptor's doing great. so much power and torque, and big 37s, it just eats everything you throw at it. So yeah, I guess we'll keep moving and document a little bit more of this side of the trail, because that's where all the interesting stuff is. Maybe if you're considering doing this in your full size, this will help you make that decision. So let's get after it. Okay, we are making the descent. Let's read the sign. Extreme road ahead. Black Bear Pass is a narrow shelf road with 1,000+ drop-offs, with dangerous off-camber switchbacks, tight turns, loose shell, expert drivers only. Travel at your own risk.
Does it get more narrow than this right here?
Yes.
Oh, no. Okay. I had to ask.
And like, that's not a drop-off. That's just a rolling. Like, I'm talking about. All right, so we're making our way on kind of like the first main shelf road, and immediately I feel the size of the truck. I've already had to fold the mirrors in. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's plenty of real estate, but I've only done this in the Bronco, which is like 9.5 inches narrower than the Raptor is. And you know, almost a foot difference is very noticeable inside the cab. I feel like I'm driving a boat through here. And definitely add to the level of, I wouldn't say stress, maybe anxiety, just being overly cautious not to, you know, get this side too far on the ledge and slip a tire. Definitely feel the truck. So if you're doing it in a full size, it can be done, but you'll feel it. Give a lot of crawl, big boy.
How does it feel in the truck? Like going down those steep angles?
Honestly, it feels just like a boat. It's just like.
So you're just chilling?
Just chilling. A little bit concerned about the back bumper slapping, because I know when the ascent compresses, when I'm going over something, the back bumper gets really close to the ground. So that's the only, like, I guess, thing I'm trying to be mindful of. But otherwise, it just like. Really impressed with the Raptor. We didn't even bottom out. I was actually a little concerned I was gonna tap the belly a little bit there, but did good. Made it past the, well, we still got the switchbacks, but that's kind of the really sketchy spots. This is just a cool spot to stop because Black Bear Pass has a lot of history. See, back in the 1800s, this was an active mine or a pass to get back and forth between Black Bear Mine and some other historically active mining veins within the mountain. So there's a lot of remains still here on the side of the mountain. It's just really neat because, again, it's just a piece of history that's just sort of frozen in time that you get to traverse in our new vehicles. But to think about, at one point in time, this was like horse and wagon, which is just bizarre to think about they walked it essentially. We get the privilege of doing it in modern technology and enjoying the view. So right down there is Telluride. We're gonna go down there and have some lunch. So far it's been a great day. Raptor's doing great. We're having a blast. Great day.
Indescribable. Indescribable. Yes.
I'm like, we're on the ledge.
Yeah, I know, bro. I don't want to look that way.
Bam! We made it.
Oh, that was intense.
This is where the switchbacks start cutting down. That's the most intense switchback. There's like one more that's close, but not that tight. There's a little more real estate on the other side. The tightness is about the same. There's just more real estate to make the turn,
Yep.
which is, you know, a lot more reassuring.
Yep.
But pretty much we've done Black Bear. We got Shelf Road all the way down, and that's it.
Nice.
Black Bear Pass, if you're still watching the video, thanks for riding along with me. I think today was a really epic day. You know, this is kind of the first time I've really technically put the truck through some obstacles and stuff. I mean, I've you know, thrashed it through the desert, you know, at high speeds, wide open areas. This is, like I said, we said in the video several times, this is very tight technical driving. It requires a lot of hyper focus. It was a very different driving dynamic in a full-size truck going down Black Bear. You know, the Bronco is a lot more planted, tighter, it's more precise as far as maneuvering in and out of obstacles, you know, placing a tire over stuff. This is, it's wide, it's big, it's very boat-like. I've said that before, but it gives you more of that just squishier feeling. And then, you know, it is a little bit more, I guess, nerving, or it creates a little bit more anxiety when you're, you know, snaking the truck around stuff, especially when you got to hop a tire over a rock or something, because the ground clearance isn't there and the breakover angle isn't the same like a Bronco. There was a couple times I actually hit the side step, didn't do any damage, but it did hit rock, which, you know, it's a little stressful to hit something that's not technically a rock slider. But overall, the truck did incredible. You know, having all the power and torque to, you know, climb up stuff was super nice. The Bronco's got a lot of power, obviously, but this just, I mean, it's 720 horsepower, so it just, you put it low, it's really, really low. So, like I said, super impressed with it. We had a great time. The scenic and the views here at Black Bear is amazing. Coming into Telluride, I mean, it doesn't matter how many times you've ran it before, it's like it's the first time every time you do it.
What an experience that I will treasure forever. Indescribable, exhilarating, literally living life on the edge, about to fall off. But being with the professional, my guy, Chase, he's the man.
Well,
I know
What made you the most nervous?
Knowing that in the narrow trail that we were on, any wrong turn, any wrong movement, those rocks could easily just slide. You could fall right off. But like I said, having the professional right at hand, it was one of the greatest experiences I've ever had in my life. And to do it with my guys in the Raptor R, I can't even describe it, man. Like, it makes being in places like this makes you feel so small, but just shows you how great the world is, how great life is to experience.
We're gonna go ahead and wrap the video here. If you liked the video, please like the video if it was helpful in making your decision. If you want to take your full-size truck down Black Bear Pass, let me know in the comments below. Or if you have rented before, let me know what you rented in. You know, whether it be a Power Wagon or Big F, Super Duty, whatever it is, let me know. And then, like I said, like the video, subscribe. We'll see you in the next one, guys.